What is going on, water signs? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. With all that said, let's go ahead and see what is going on in your love life not between anything. I'm sorry, for Wednesday, November 14th, 2018. Let's see what's going on in your love lives, family. Whoa. Okay, don't shuffle then. Don't shuffle properly then. Actually do, because I need you to do that. Thanks. Oh, I forgot to let the Virgos know that the green wire is for the headset that I'm wearing because my audio stuff has been crazy, but this has been the only reliable source of reliable audio. Forgot to let the Virgos know, so whoops. Oh dear. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love life, family. Good lord. That card was trying to jump out, but it didn't do it successfully. Anyway. Four of Pentacles again. The Earth signs got this. Oh no. What the heck? This is okay. This is gonna be one of those messages today. You have the Page of Swords as the underlying energy, the Five of Wands underneath that. Conflict is big, family, but you got to be honest with yourself. There's some things that you have to see, some things that are, obviously, some things that you're going to be clear about within yourself, so that way you can set yourself free and embrace an opportunity for new life to come in. Now, I think the challenge here with the Chariot is definitely a big sign here. It's obviously what it's saying is that there's obviously the challenge of getting things going, having a balance, so that way, a balance obviously to make some sort of move. Not a physical move. Some of you guys may be physically moving, but it's about moving in a steady momentum, constant momentum. The Chariot's like it's a fast card. It's fast and it's victory. So it's a victory card. And I feel like you guys, the challenge is gaining some sort of victory, but you can't gain a victory, man, if you're stuck. And if you're holding on to a comfort zone, if you're clinging on. And I feel like that's the thing. You guys are clinging on to your comfort zone, or not opening up, not expressing, or not doing anything. It's keeping things in tight to protect yourself. There's something that you're holding on tight to. The Four of Pentacles is saying that. Now I'm going to say this right now. If this reading don't resonate with you, might as well shut it off. Because that's where I'm going with this. I don't think this is anybody else that's keeping anything in. You could be dealing with a Cancer right now, but I don't think that this is too personal for it to be about anyone else. I'm not doing inspire readings for the signs that I'm reading for. I'm doing this reading for the sign I'm reading for, or the signs themselves. So, again, if this don't resonate with you, please don't be offended or be mad. This just may not resonate with you, alright? But if it does, if you are getting upset and pissed off with me, you have to figure out why. Because, the reaction to the message is the most important part of it. It's not about what I'm saying. It's how you're reacting to it. So if you're getting pissed off with me as you're watching this, I do apologize, but why are you pissed off? Because I'm not trying to be rude with this. Nobody's trying to be rude here. No judgment. I understand. I have the Four of Pentacles situation myself. As a matter of fact, check out the air signs reading. I'm fucking Libra. We going through all kinds of Four of Pentacles stuff. We're fighting to get out of that. But right now, it's like you may be fighting to get out of that same thing too, but it's harder for you because there's something emotionally going through you. There's something that you're going through right now. We're in Scorpio season. It's going to be intense for everybody. So, like I said, if it's not resonating with you, if it's upsetting you, please understand this is not intended to make you feel a certain way. It's just to help you get through your situation and to help you see your situation from a different perspective. You may not agree with it, and that's okay. But the point of it all is, again, like I'm saying, you're holding on to your comfort zone. That's why things are not moving. Things are not, there's no momentum. The victory is on hold right now. There's potential to get that. It needs balance though, and the balance right now is messed up because it's the way things have been going on. This Four of Pentacles stuff. Somebody's holding on. It's a little too tight. It's time to break free. That's why death is coming in here. Death is like, it's time. Give me that comfort zone. Give it to me. Give it to me. Whatever's making you safe right now, give it to me. That's what death is coming up as. And I think that's why there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of feeling like you can't do anything. It's just like there's so much. And it's because you're trying to create stuff around your parameters, around the parameters of your comfort zone. Right? You have boundaries, which I always advocate having, but these boundaries may be a little bit too tight. Like it may be restricting things more than it is letting stuff in. Okay, so you may have some things, some placements in order, but that may be a little too tight, so it's stopping you from doing stuff. You know what I mean? It may be stopping you from doing stuff. That's what I'm trying to say as well. Because look at this Eight of Swords. You couldn't do anything in the past. You feel trapped in your mind, in your thoughts, and I feel like it has a lot to do with your comfort zone. Because, if you're going around your comfort zone, your foundation, your area, that boundary spot, then, and it's so closely tight, like if you see it, there's no room to breathe, really. Then, yeah, it's going to suffocate you too. It doesn't just affect the outside, it affects you too. So, therefore, you guys were definitely feeling trapped in your thoughts. There was not a lot you could feel like you could do. And that makes sense with how things have been going on. Now you got the Nine of Swords. It's progressed now, and typically progressions are usually pretty good, but I like that we out of this place, but still the Nine of Swords is worse than the Ten of Swords, because it's worse than the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords, because this paralyzes your true thinking process. It paralyzes your actions, yourself as a person, your human bodily functions. It stops. Not like you don't stop, your heart stops beating, you stop, using the bathroom. No, but you just feel less and less inclined to do what what you would do otherwise if you didn't have the thoughts that you had. And the Nine of Swords is more worry, stress, and that's really the opposite of the Nine of Cups, in my opinion. Even though there's no real opposites, I don't like to, to me, they're opposites because you could perpetuate the wrong stuff, the stuff that you don't want to have in your life, based off of your mind in creating a certain feeling behind it. You know what I mean? And you're not truly seeing the situation as clearly as it needs to be. Because if you see the situation as clearly as it needs to be, you wouldn't have to worry about it too much. You wouldn't have to worry too much. It would actually ease your conscience and ease your anxiety by actually seeing something as face value. Which is why the Page of Swords is coming up. It's very petty, usually, this energy. And, typically the Page of Swords communicates the truth that even the person doesn't even understand. The kid. But it doesn't make it any less the truth to that person. But it's most important to understand that this is coming from a perspective view, right? A subjective view. Truths are subjective. Let's be honest. The facts, the reality of something, that's the bigger picture. And I feel like to see the reality of something, it can help you formulate a better conclusion or a better understanding of what is going on. But it's because of this comfort zone, what you're holding back on. I feel like that has a lot to do with why there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Now, a lot of your anxieties could be causing you to cling on to your comfort zone. Maybe that's why you resort to your comfort zone, because your external energy right now, which we don't see, may be causing you guys to feel a hell of a lot of stress. Either way, though, death is in your future, which is indicating here that there is something that needs to be released, something needs to be let go of. It may be the reason why you have the comfort zone in the first place, which is being honest with yourself, which is with this Page of Swords. What's underneath there? The Five of Wands. The conflict there. But this death energy is talking about completely letting it go. Letting whatever is causing you to cling on to that comfort zone, or whatever created that comfort zone in the first place, so you can be able to embrace new life. You can't grow with that Four of Pentacles. You can't have anything new with that Four of Pentacles. In order for you to have something new, you do have to surrender it to death. And I feel like when you see the situation for what it truly is, it's just the situation within your comfort zone, the borders, the boundaries that you have regarding your comfort zone. I feel like you'll be able to make that that change, that transition. Usually, death is not a fast energy, and it's very difficult. So I'm not trying to say this is like, oh, it's easy peasy, just give it to death. Let death have it. Release it and embrace the new. It's not that simple, and I understand that. But the thing is, it's like, it doesn't mean that it's not possible, and that's the part that I really want to get you to understand. Now, your goal, aim, ambition is the Six of Swords here. Obviously, it's very similar to death when it comes up, because you're leaving behind something. You're moving on. You're letting it go. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of what was, so you can have what can be. And that's the thing, right? I feel like you guys are striving to have to have what can be, right? To create what can be. Fuck have it, create it, right? You want to create that, and I want you to create that too. But in order for you to do that, you have to let go of what was, and whatever that was has gotten you guys, it's maybe kept you guys safe, but it's also kept you from being able, feeling safe in yourself to do what you felt like that you would love to do, to keep you from doing things that you would love to do, right? It's almost like somebody, like, think about it, right? If you have gotten robbed, right? If you gone out to a party, you went to your car because you're ready to go home, and somebody took your purse, right? Somebody had held you up at gunpoint or knife point, and it traumatizes you, right? And I don't want to say this is you guys. Oh, you guys are trauma victims. All you guys are trauma victims, and or whatever. I'm not saying that, but think about it from what I'm trying to say. Really, just kind of connect with me for a second. If that happened to you, it's understandable why you'd create boundaries to protect yourself from that situation. But when it starts to prevent you from going to things and events and things like that, but when you would go otherwise and you would find those things fun, but you're afraid of something potentially happening, that's when you start to realize that these boundaries that you have, they're not necessarily keeping you, they're not really keeping you just safe. They're also keeping you from living. And right now, I see this boundary, this Four of Pentacles is keeping you from living right now. And I feel like you guys are striving for more. I feel like this is very similar to the air signs. Some of you guys may be trying to trying to break free, but I feel like it's that safety net that makes you safe. And it's just hard to break free from that. But I think you guys really want to move forward. And that's what your goal and ambition is. This is your goal, is to move on, is to let it go. And I feel like the only way to do that is by understanding and forgiving why you had to build that foundation in the first place. And never forget that you're stable, you have the stability within you at all times, at any time. That actually, the Four of Pentacles never goes away. You don't need to hold on to boundaries that restrict you to feel safe. Okay? So, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at your Messenger Oracle. Oh, wow. I love it. Heed your dreams. Heed your dreams, guys. It's worth pursuing, right? Your love for something, your dream for something, whatever your aspiration is for that thing, it's totally understandable why you would want to go after it, right? Because it's yours. It's something that you want to strive for. It's the Chariot, the Six of Swords. You want to go there. But in order to do that, you gotta be open to those dreams and willing to take the steps necessary to make those dreams happen. I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the message for that. All these messages for this thing is really good. I would love to just read them as they are, but that's pretty much what the heed your message says on my point of view. But here we go. Your dreams are a powerful tool for encouraging self-awareness, for they contain within them the unfiltered truth. Whether it be a dream or a nightmare, there are the keys to understanding your inner self, both your joys and your fears. Commune with Gaia. Well, that makes sense, right? Because the Four of Pentacles, right? To hear your dreams and your fears. Understand why you have created those things in the first place, so you can give it to death. And death isn't just like, okay, surrender, get rid of it. It's about forgiving that energy, forgiving what happened, forgiving why you had to create that in the first place, forgiving yourself for feeling that way, forgive yourself, the person that made you feel this way, that made you feel like you had to create that. But yes, commune with Gaia and the Great Spirit in the stillness of your slumber. Learn to read and interpret your dreams. Listen to what they tell you. Pay close attention to how they make you feel. Heed what they reveal and learn who you are and who you wish to be. Very powerful message, family. Very powerful message. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. It's a big reading, hard reading, and you know what? Is nothing you can't handle. Everything God gives us is something that we can always handle. It may not feel like we can handle it, but we can. And it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's definitely going to take compassion within ourselves. And I know y'all have plenty of it, because y'all are the queen and king of queen of cups out here. They're always providing everybody else with the compassion and love. And it's maybe hard to give it to ourselves sometimes, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. And I feel like right now, the whole focus right now is about releasing and creating a new life for you. So God bless you guys. Love you to death. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, because you know I always appreciate hearing what you guys are going through, and you know, knowing that you all support me out here with a subscription and a like. And as always, I love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, y'all. Bye, guys.